have one.
You have one? Okay.
It should be in here. That's when my kids got it out. Knocking each other over the head. 601.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Let's call this meeting to order. I want to welcome everyone to the Anderson County Board of Commissioners presentation and proclamation and public hearing portion of our meeting tonight. Tonight we will just have a presentation. We're going to have a data records management services, Dan Johnson, and the regional account manager is going to do a presentation for us requested by the county court clerk, Jeff Cole.
Thank you, guys. This is what I came, I guess, 2 or 3 months ago, and we're here. We are live and on the website, and I told you I would come back and do kind of a quick little demo of it. If Dan would come up, I've told Brian to come too. All these departments have helped us to get this going and get it approved and make sure everything was according to the way we want it to be done. And this is... we went back 13 years with the minutes. We started or ended with the small books, and we're going to keep this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and then we'll probably go back another 15 years. So we'll have at least, 20, 25 years of the old minutes in there. And this AI feature, we're the first county to have this in the state, so we're really excited about that. And Tim has DRMS too for his Register of Deeds software. So we're just really excited about it. We know it'll help you guys to be able to go on there. We don't mind searching it. A matter of fact, I had to look last week all the way back to 1954 in the old books, the old way. Like I said, I kind of like our computers, but I still like going back and looking at old documents. So I'll let Dan just we'll just do a few word searches, and then we'll have any questions, we'll take them.
Thank you, everybody. Good to be here. So the records that are on your site now, as you can see, there's Jeff's site there. There's a button there to actually go to do the search. So right now in the system, you have October of 2013 through November of 25. There's currently in your system able to be searching. So just a demonstration of it. As you see in the upper left-hand corner there, you have a section for an AI search. You do have your standard searches by book, by page, by date range, all those different things. But once everybody sees what it can do with the AI, that other stuff really doesn't get used much. So first question, so if we've got, does anybody here know the significance of Charles Douglas Beach? Does it ring a bell? So if somebody said, who is Charles Beach and what's his significance? We just typed in Charles Beach into the search there, push enter, and that quick. I'm not sure if you can read that. So Charles Beach was the County Commission of Anderson County, Tennessee, approving economic input. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Now you can all read it. So just that quickly, we were able to find information on Charles Beach, pretty obscure there. So, but that's how quickly. All right, if you go back to the original section there. Okay, back to the search. Okay, so before we go any further, so on the upper, go to blank that one out. Do you clear your search, please? Okay, there we go. So if you see the upper right-hand corner, there's 159 items that we're searching through. So just that quickly, within a second, it had that specific search there. So now let's say if you needed to know what your budget was or what money was spent on early childhood education, how would you find that without this? So what we're going to do is we're just going to put early childhood ed.
Yeah.
Yep, you'd call Jeff. Just that quick. There you are. There it is. Just that quick.
So one thing is that's 154 commission, 159 commission meetings, your full packets. So everything in the packet, all your resolutions, everything that you have out there is all there, and we're searching. I it can be 10 pages, it can be 25 pages, it can be 50 pages, depending on how big your meeting was that day. Hopefully you don't have many meetings that are 50 pages anymore.
Amen.
I remember some.
Can you blow that up a little bit bigger for 'em? There you go.
And then scroll up, there you go. So you'll see that whatever we're searching for is highlighted in the document. So that tells us right there that in that year, that was your budget. And you can go to any of the other months too. It showed all the other months there also. Let's say somebody comes to you and wants to know can anybody tell me what is resolution 21-9-890 about? Call Jeff, right? Call Jeff. Or go to your AI and put in, and there it is that quickly. All right, and blow that up if you would so they can see it. Okay, so there's the highlight, there's the item there, and just that quickly. So these are just a couple of obscure things, but it shows you just how quickly and how easily you can now access your minutes. It doesn't matter if there's 1 million records in there or if there's 159. We've got counties, we've got in Tim's system with the deeds, same type of searching happens with the deeds. There's over 1 million records in there, and just that quickly, that's how quickly you are now able to access this information.
One of the we had minutes online before, and like I said, it was time to upgrade. And when we put the original minutes on there on the website, it really didn't have a search feature. This has that AI search, and that's what makes this so special and unique, because you can dig that stuff up so much quicker now. And like I said, I can do it, y'all can do it, the public can do it. It's free of charge, and it's just a neat way of doing it. And like I said, the technology's there, and it's here to stay. So we're really excited about it.
Let me say one additional thing. So there's going to be a quick little video as this comes up to teach, just a quick how-to as far as doing the search, just showing go into that section there in the upper left-hand corner, just type in your word kind of thing and hit enter, and basically that's all you're doing. If you type in something and it brings up, let's say, 50 records, you can do another search in addition to that and keep narrowing it down, down, down. If you put a date range in there, you put a person's name, a street name, whatever it is, it'll keep narrowing it down as close as you can to that one. So, any questions?
Commissioner Allen?
Yes, thank you. Are these searches case sensitive?
They are not.
Okay. That's good.
If you've got somebody's name that you're looking for and the name is spelled incorrectly,
Of course you'll find it, right?
it'll find it because the AI is making assumptions on the spelling.
Yeah, yeah. How about punctuations where you may have a period in front of someone's initial or after someone's initial? Will it also include that in the search? If you have like E period Anthony.
Oh, got you.
So will it look at?
It shouldn't. No,
find
with
that
the AI search,
Yeah.
It'll make that
It'll make
assumption.
the assumption? Okay.
Yeah,
very
it'll give you
good.
those options.
Awesome. That's very good. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the other things that Annette brought up, if you have a survey in the minutes for some reason, so you purchased, this is one of the features that's available with Tim's land record search, is if there's a plat in there or anything of that nature where it's got words going every direction. The AI search, as long as it's readable and as long as it recognizes, it will bring up stuff on a diagonal, straight up and down. We pulled up Norris Highway one day and it was this way, and then it was this way the next one. So if you're looking for things and you're looking for obscure things, the AI search capabilities that our software provides is a lot better than most that are out there. General OCR searches, which is what most PDF readers do, which that's what you've seen some other people who have searching the ability to search their setups. They won't search on a diagonal. They actually builds an index every time we upload a PDF document into the software. So when Annette, after you all approve your minutes and Annette uploads this into the system, it creates a searchable index of all of the information in there. That's why our search capability is so much faster than others.
Let me add something too that brought up. So as you get into your earlier minutes and all that from years in the past, the AI is able to read cursive writing. So you're doing searches on your cursive writing just the same as you are a typed text.
And on English as well.
There you
Got
go.
on English.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
How often are you having to do updates, or are you having to do updates to the AI, or does it just automatically update as it goes?
It learns.
It learns. It's so scary.
Can be.
As and that's the one who's going to be uploading them. As she uploads your minutes, our system goes out and it looks through the words, knows what builds a soft index is what it technically does. It builds a soft index. It takes a little while, depending on how big the document is. It doesn't take that long. So you're talking maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then that's full search capabilities there after she uploads.
So there will be no disruptions for updates. How far are you planning on going back?
Well, I
Jeff?
don't, like I said, probably on my website now, the old way, the old PDFs, I think I'm about 02, 03, so we'll probably go back at least to that, and
Okay.
we'll see. Well, like I said, we don't get a lot of requests like 1954 like I did last week, but we'll see. Like I said, it's, you know, it's here to stay, and it's very neat, but probably another 15 years. And that'd
Okay.
give us about 25 years of the AI capability.
And final question. Annette, what do you think? Okay. Wow.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was going to tell
Okay,
you, so
now-
it's very user friendly. So she's able to upload your minutes. 5 minutes or less, she uploads the new minutes.
Okay.
And they're immediately
Yeah, I'm
available.
usually calling her, or she's calling me, and we're searching. So, and like I said, we're glad to help. Of course, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is just a neat feature, and it's the technology of the future.
Commissioner Allen?
How does it handle images?
How does it handle images?
Yeah.
Such as plats and things like that?
I mean, you may have an image that has a name on it or like a word. Does it handle images? You may have a picture that has a street
That's
name.
what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So basically, anything that's scanned in, it scans it in. By the way, my name is Doug Sandy. I've been around a number of years, but
Used to be the auditor.
so I used to be one of the auditors. So, in your case, basically, once it's converted to PDF, it's a PDF document.
Yeah.
So that image becomes a PDF image instead of a PIC file, or you can put pictures in, you can put whatever. Once it's converted to PDF, if there's words on that document, the search will find it.
Okay.
If there's not words on that document, it's not gonna find it. Now, we have some capabilities to look for things, like a guy in a red hat and stuff like that. Our
That's what I was-
developers like to play with stuff like that periodically, and we have some libraries that, we have a library in western Kentucky that, I think they said it was 50,000 images.
That was close to 1 million that once they're all done.
Once they're all done,
That's-
but
yeah.
it was 50,000 images, and our AI could pick out, look for a nurse hat. It goes to
That's
the full nurse
exactly
hat.
what I was asking
Right.
about there. Can it
So you
pick out?
type in a description for
Right.
what you see in the picture.
Exactly, yeah. It'll pull it. Well, that's great.
Well,
Yeah.
this is not that level of search capability.
I understand.
But it can be.
Sure. How much? Thank you.
That's the way most everything is.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Thank you
In
so
general
much.
with that, so.
Anything else?
Brian, do you have any concerns, cybersecurity concerns?
No, this is a third-party cloud application. It is not stored within the coffers of the courthouse or our county system. It's kept on their servers in the cloud, and it doesn't affect our security at all. And then they follow the practices of the industry as well. They're state of the art. They're using AI, which is cutting edge, and it's got security that others don't. So I have no issues or concerns with what they're doing.
All right, thank you.
We are one of the only document management companies that is CJIS certified. Our facility is along with our procedures also. So that's the highest certification, security site certification that you can obtain.
We use, the other part of that is we use Microsoft Azure servers. That's who our cloud base is, so it's Microsoft. They're the ones that tell on themselves, so they have a vested interest in making sure that when they tell on themselves that they've got it fixed. So it's one of the reasons we went with them, because we weren't cross functionality with that.
And our email systems and our government system we moved to with our tenants matches the Microsoft side of the equation. So it all lines in with the same sets of servers and what we're already using in the cloud now. So it actually works together great.
I think Commissioner White has a question.
Thank you, ma'am. Jeff, I missed the first part of our meeting. Is this something that you've already employed, and what's this gonna cost us?
It's already on the system. It's already on the system, so
And how
it's
long's it been on our system?
about what, 2 weeks, I guess? Probably about 2 weeks.
And what's this gonna cost us?
It was, I think I brought it to budget 2 months ago. I think it was right around $5,000,
Okay.
roughly. I might be.
For the year.
Yeah, for the year.
5,000 a year?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Sound like a bargain.
That is.
All right, guys, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Like I said, if you
Thank
got any
you.
questions, just shout at me tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That sounds so exciting. I think that'll be easier for us to do our research with. So that is the end of the public hearing, presentation and proclamation portion of our meeting. We will stand in adjournment until 6:30. Yeah, I can do it.
microphone before they yell at me. Good evening. Annette's going to start our recorder. All right, I'll call this meeting of the Anderson County Board of Commissioners to order. It looks like we have a quorum. Everyone's here. We will begin with prayer by Commissioner Vandegrift and a pledge of allegiance by Commissioner Smallridge. If you would stand, please.
Let us pray. Jesus Christ, our Heavenly Father, Abba, Father, we just come before you, Lord, with grateful hearts, Lord, and we acknowledge that all good gifts, they come from you, Lord, and we thank you for that. Lord, we pray that you would be with each one of us tonight and that you would give us clear minds to make good decisions, best decisions that can be made for the people of this community and the people of Anderson County, Lord. Lord, we'd also like to Lord, I ask you to comfort those in our communities who have lost loved ones recently, Lord, and put your arms around those families, Lord, and support them, give them a support system, Lord. Lord, we also would like to thank you for allowing us to live in a country, Lord, where we can worship you and without fear, Lord, and that we can call upon your name in public, Lord, and we thank you for that. Lord, we would like to ask that you bless those who are serving us and who are protecting those rights for us, Lord, and that you would be with them and protect their families, comfort their families, Lord. Lord, we ask all of this in your most holy and righteous name. Amen.
Join me in the pledge. Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is the appearance of citizens. Is there anyone that would like to address this body? You'll raise your hand. We have a couple. All right, I think I saw you first, Mr. Mullins. Let me remind everyone that this is a time to address something on and off of the agenda. I think you're aware of the rules, but this is a political season, so I want to make sure that we are not using this time to endorse any political candidates or to talk about anything of the such, okay? This is a business meeting. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Give your name and address, please.
My name is Nathan Mullins. I'm District 7, Kingfisher Lane, Oak Ridge. Freedom of speech is enshrined as the First Amendment because it's crucial for ensuring the public trust through representation. An architect of Western civilization, Ben Franklin, went to advocate for us before English King George III's court, where he was snubbed for addressing taxation without representation. Subsequent to the first Tea Party insurrection, our forefathers then sent Franklin to entreat Louis XVI at Versailles, France, for the resources to engage the fight for independence. Winning the support for our freedoms, he enjoined to bring protégés of his to benefit from the French Enlightenment, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. Franklin taught, without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, and no such thing as public liberty without freedom of speech. These patriarchs then consecrated these principles for the rest of us in the Declaration of Independence. I myself have been a privileged student of speech, advocating for Christian Tennessee people at courthouse, sometimes unpolished, but I hearkened to others who went into the arena and spoke for the little guy, like Davy Crockett and Andrew Jackson. So, respectfully, I would like to entreat the man on commission who has both the dignity of a commissioner seat here and in Oak Ridge, who happens to resemble Thomas Jefferson's smiling face and enlightened discourse, to make a simple request of Oak Ridge City Council. Consider, if you will, Mr. Yeager, on behalf of the citizens who were representing the people like myself, to have the city record the next meeting on video in Oak Ridge for the sake of transparency. We are on the way to having 1,500 signatures on petition, and we appreciate our more enlightened voices. Finally, do Charlie Kirk supporters deserve free speech protection? Daniel Webster said, "I regard the Constitution as the work of the purest patriots and wisest statesmen that have ever existed. Aided by the smiles of a benign providence, it almost appears a divine interposition on our behalf to be free. The hand that destroys our Constitution rends our Union asunder forever." Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Mullins. Next.
Madam Chair,
Oh,
I got a
I'm sorry.
message that the video is not working on
Sir,
CTV.
Andy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever gets up for public comments, give yourself a little space from the mic. That way you're not like just crunching audio.
Okay, I think the comment was on video, Andy. Is our video working?
Yes, on Foxcast. Where are they watching it?
I'll find out.
We have 4 different places to watch it. Cable, 2 on Foxcast, and then 1 on YouTube. So.
Okay. All right, I saw another, I'm sorry, Mr. Mullins.
Oak Ridge didn't have the video on the 15th when 100 people showed up.
Okay.
That's what I should have been more specific, sorry.
All right, so this is not referring to that. This is this meeting right now. Thank you for that, though. Ma'am, do you want to come to the podium? Give your name and address, and you'll have 3 minutes. Comcast, Andy. Please hand them to me, please. Thank you. And you want each one to have this? Yes. Okay.
My name is Heather Kaiser, 193 Faust Lane. I'm back tonight because I came to the wrong meeting last week. If you weren't here last week, I'm going to do a real quick bullet point, and you should have a copy of the packet I gave each commissioner in your box. I'm just here to update. My goat was the one that was taken by animal control. And I've since received my TDA inspection report. And I'm speaking because I'm trying to protect the constitutional rights of the rest of the citizens of Anderson County. The goat was found to have an ideal body score. The alleged injury was documented as a scrape by the Tennessee Department of Agriculture. There was no evidence of neglect, cruelty, or distress, and there was no probable cause for the removal of my livestock from my property. Also, it was alleged that there was a note left on my property. There was not, and there's facts in the packet you were given and on this piece of paper that show that there was not. I have looked back on the county commission meeting minutes, and from the December 8th meeting, it appears that 14 livestock animals were taken, including 8 goats, in November of 2025 by the animal shelter, and I would like to question where they went. It just says they were transferred. The day that I retrieved my goat, the next day, a complaint was filed with TDA. That is, in my opinion, it was filed by Mr. McKenna, and it was probably retaliatory because he was videoed and quoted as saying that he would call them if I did not pay the fees. It is a felony in Tennessee to file a false report with the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, and him being on my property violated my constitutional rights. I have talked to the district attorney and the county attorney. What I'm requesting of the county commission is to consider a motion to place the Anderson County Animal Control and Animal Shelter under administrative and independent review, and you can read the whole thing on the back of the paper I gave you. But I just want to say that at times it feels like I keep beating this like a dead horse, that I must live in New River for how easily the concerns seem to be brushed aside. Maybe it's just because I live in a small district. I do understand that agriculture in small rural communities do not generate the same significant tax revenue as other districts in this county, and I'm aware that I live in probably the least commercial district in the county, living in the Lake City area. But the law and the constitutional protections apply equally across this district, this county, this state, and this country. Rural residents, we're not expendable, and silence is not an option when the documented facts and the state laws are being ignored. And my issue keeps getting swept under the rug because I still don't have any answers as to why this happened. And I will continue to speak on this until I get some answers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Mr. Law Director, this is under investigation,
That is
correct?
correct.
Okay. I'm assuming as soon as the investigation is complete, there will be answers and the such.
There'll be a report. I will tell commission, we are looking into it. Understand it is not the only open file in our office.
Okay.
We have jumped it up. We know it's a priority, but it is not the only priority matter we're working on at this time. And I don't deal directly with Ms. Kaiser. She's a very pleasant person, but she is represented. I deal with her attorney, and commission needs to keep that in mind as well with your interactions with Mrs. Kaiser. She is a represented person.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Brooks. Is there any other citizens that would like to address this case? Yes, ma'am. Come forward.
Are you done with it? I mean, I'd hold him forever, but.
Go.
My name is Brianna Stanford, and I am with Anderson County 4-H. I'm a 4-H agent. So we have two of our senior high 4-H members that would like to just give you guys a little bit of information of something very exciting that's coming up for them.
Anderson County 4-H has the incredible opportunity to send our senior high livestock judging team to Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo in Houston, Texas in March 2026 to experience one of the largest and most competitive and most prestigious livestock events in the nation.
While in Texas, we will also visit multiple farms, ranches, purebred operations, and commercial livestock facilities to learn directly from top-tier producers, expanding their agricultural understanding and career pathways beyond what we can experience locally.
So these youth, these youth plus 8 others have worked tremendously hard throughout their 4-H careers, which started in 4th grade. And so we have been working hard practicing with livestock judging and studying evaluation principles and representing Anderson County across the state of Tennessee and also in other states. So this is an elite level competition that they have the opportunity to attend and learn from. So why does the community support matter? Well, this experience is going to develop career ready skills in agriculture, communications, leadership, and also critical thinking, which we are all about life skills in 4-H, so we think that those are wonderful. These youth, they're our future workforce in this county and this community, and also our local livestock industry. So there was a study that was done that 4-H students who judge livestock have a higher college enrollment and agricultural career persistence rates. Big things, good things, really exciting. So they are working really hard on collecting sponsorships for this trip. And so what you guys got is kind of a letter that explains that sponsorship. They still have a little ways to go, and we leave on March 13th. So if anybody is interested in sponsoring in the community, checks can be made out to UT Extension Anderson County, brought to our office, which is room 213 of the Anderson County Courthouse, or we also have a Venmo. On behalf of our 4-H members, our families, our livestock judging coaches, we just want to thank the community for supporting the next generation of agriculture leaders. Opportunities like this have the ability to change their futures and also change the future of our community, and it can open doors that we wouldn't think would be possible. So we just wanted to bring that up to you guys and let you consider that along with the community on helping these kids make their little dreams come true. And then we also, the lamb.
That was a nice touch. Thank you, Ms. Sanford. And your, there you go. Your chickens are roosting in my yard.
Yes.
And I am participating in this fundraiser, and I will be sending those chickens to another yard
Awesome.
real
Thank you
soon.
so much.
Yeah. Yes. Um,
How old is the lamb and what's his last name?
He was born, he was a week old on Sunday, and they named him Shrek.
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 Okay.
So this is Shrek.
All right, thank you. All right, next, is there any other citizens? I'm sorry, I don't think I saw any other hands. We good? All right. Next on the agenda is the approval and correction of the agenda. I have two things to add. We need to add under the finance director's report, under group 10, the Brownfield grant extension, and Director Holbrook will be discussing that. And then Commissioner Isabel has requested a brief update to be added to the operations report. It'll be the last bullet item under operations report. It will be a brief update on Highway 116. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You'll make those changes. Are there any other changes to the agenda or? All right, I have a motion from Commissioner Wandell, second by Commissioner Foster to add these and to approve.
I think Commissioner Wandell will speak.
Okay, right?
I made a
Okay.
motion, but I think he wants to speak.
Okay, hang on just a second. That motion was made by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Capshaw. And this is for the consent agenda, to approve the consent agenda. Commissioner Wandell, you have discussion?
Not on the consent agenda.
Okay. Is there any discussion on the consent agenda? All right. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, regular agenda. I'm assuming, let's get a motion in a second. Commissioner Foster makes the motion, Commissioner Allen second. Discussion on the regular agenda. Was that you, Commissioner Wandell?
Sure. We have the fire commission listed on there as an item to discuss, but there's no action items, so I didn't know how you wanted to handle that.
All right, so we'll just skip over it when we get there?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other discussion? All of those in favor of approving the regular agenda, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, we had a proclamation. It was emailed to you earlier today. You also have a copy. Commissioner Foster, would you like to say something about that?
Yes, I appreciate, we didn't present it. This is going to be presented to Jan Smith. She is retiring. She's been involved with Clinton Aquatics for many, many years. She's been the high school coach. She's done the Shark. She's worked at the City of Clinton with aquatics, but she's retiring. And I had a constituent reach out to me, and they want to honor her for her years of service. I think over 700 students has been involved with her organization during her time. Lots of different awards, but they want to present this to her at her surprise retirement party. So hopefully she's not watching, because now she knows about it. But
Oh, no.
they don't know the day. I won't say the date, but it's just something we want to honor her and what she's done for the community.
Thank you, Commissioner Foster.
Well deserved.
All right, we'll move on to the presentation of reports. We do not have a mayor's report, so we'll start with the finance director's report. I'm sorry.
Do we need to approve the proclamation, or do we get a clarification?
No, as it stands now, we do not need approval for proclamations. Thank you.
Okay, I'll start with the audit committee report. The audit committee met January 8th, 2026, and from that meeting, there was one motion. The results of the 24-25 audit, overall, the audit was completed successfully and resulted in one finding, which wasn't financial, with no additional issues noted. The sole finding relates to the clerk and master's office and deficiencies in computer system backup procedures. A corrective action plan was actually adopted before the IT auditor left, so that has been taken care of. But a motion by Commissioner Beauchamp and seconded by Commissioner Allen and passed to refer the audit report to County Commission with a recommendation for acceptance.
All right, so we need a motion and a second to accept this report. We have a motion by Commissioner Allen, a second by Commissioner Foster. Any discussion on the audit report? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. That's all I have for audit, so I'll move on to the budget committee. The cash and fund balance report ending December 31st, 2025. The general fund, restricted funds are at 1.1 million, committed funds 343,761. Assigned funds 1.5 million, unassigned fund balance is at 13.4 million for a total fund balance of 16,563,987. Cash 15,722,793, which is 4.4 million less than last year at this time. The school department too, I have their fund balance report, 10,908,412 on the report, but it's actually 11,908,412. Any questions on the fund balance report?
We have one by Commissioner Wandell.
Thank you, Chairman. Robbie, what do you attribute the decline in the cash fund balance based on 24-25 at 20 million, now we're at 15 million?
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, obviously the opioid funds, we've discussed that. That's about $1 million that we've lost in the general fund to its own fund now. The second thing is a couple of things. One is the contractor prisoner boarding. We've only received 2 months from the state at this time. Last year we were at $1 million more than we currently have, but we just haven't received any of those payments. They say they're coming, but we haven't received them yet. And the second thing is January's first payroll was January 1st, so we moved it a day ahead to December, so that was another 1.2 million that came out of the budget because paying in December then instead of January. So we made that decision just because of the holiday. The banks were closed. So
You mentioned opioid funds. When did those start tracking in here? What year was that?
Probably, I think we're on our 4th year this year. So we've received 3 years. We haven't received this year's funds yet, but we moved around $1 million out of the general fund to the 120 opioid abatement fund. And we've already spent 400 and something thousand of that this current fiscal year, and we're working on our second allotment. Well, in fact, there's a meeting this month to discuss that.
You feel like we're going to be able to recover?
Yes, I do. Okay. We're collecting taxes this month, and next month will be the big months, and I think we will catch up. I always say that, and usually we do. Hopefully we will this year.
Thank you, Chairman.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner Yeager.
How much ARPA is involved in this also?
Not any in the general fund as
Okay.
far as cash goes. It's been in its own fund. ARPA is the 121 fund. It's had its own fund since the beginning.
I mean, the total fund balance is
Oh,
part
I'm
of that,
sorry.
right?
1.2 million still around left unspent. That's interest and everything in that fund.
Okay, so that's some of the decrease in the cash trends also, right?
Not in the general fund, no.
That's just, the general fund is the cash trend.
So
The
ARPA has
total
its own
fund,
cash at
it's in total-
1.2 and.
Yeah. Total fund balance numbers, though.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Any other? All right. Go ahead, Robbie.
Okay, sales tax. For November, the Anderson County portion, 4.5 million, up 5.1% from last November. Anderson County portion, 547,668, was an 8% increase from last November. I think Commissioner Vandergriff asked me about December's numbers, and we did get those today. And the county as a whole's portion was at 4.36, but Anderson County's portion was 24% increase. But next month, January is usually our highest month, as you can tell from the chart. We always, usually is our peak month. So the state's usually 2 months behind, so we'll be collecting November, December, and it's a lot of January's comes in then.
Commissioner Foster.
Yeah, do you care next month, give us we've been up every month, what
Yes.
we're up compared to what we budgeted?
Yes.
If you'll give us that, that'd be 6 months into the year, so I'd like to know that.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Robbie, continue on.
All right, ARPA report, ARPA projects. We have $23,717 in interest. We did receive another $4,000 at the end of December. That's probably not on this report. We still have 8 projects, the same 8 projects we've had unfinished for the last probably 6-7 months. So,
All right. No questions.
And in the grant inventory, we didn't add any new grants, but one thing, this year, total current year grants is $27,478,742, which is a very good number for Anderson County in grants as far.
Yeah. I think I had made a comment in budget about if you look and see all of these department heads that are applying for grants, it's awesome.
Yes,
It's
it
really
is.
a testament to their hard work.
We love grant money.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on to purchasing contracts and surplus vehicles. There were 8 contracts, 1 tourism contracts for Lamar companies, and 7 EMS contracts. All have been approved by the law director.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner McCamey, second by Commissioner Foster. Any discussion on these contracts? All right, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, Group 3 consent agenda, those were, transfers are complete after Budget Committee. Group 4 appropriations, there are 4 of those from the school department. Seeking approval as a group, or I can take them individual or answer any questions.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Foster, a second by Commissioner McNabb. Any discussion on these appropriations? All right, this will be a board vote, and for some reason, I have no board. Sorry. I don't have a mouse. I can use this pad, but where am I? I didn't touch it. It's all the AI. Thank you. All right, so this will need to be a board vote, Josh.
I think it's back to the seat, you don't have to in front.
Thank you. It won't take my yes. You have sabotaged me.
It was that lamb.
It's a goat. Thank you. Okay.
Well, I catch you at the break. We're having an issue with the Comcast feed that's past something I can deal with tonight, so I have to go to Oak Ridge.
Okay.
Try to do a few things for it. You can watch it on AndersonCounty.tv.
Okay.
Could you go to the microphone?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
How dare I? Speak of the microphone, sir. All this time until you get to the microphone. Go. So the Comcast feed is, we're having an issue. I think it's over in Oak Ridge. I'm trying to do some tests. I couldn't get it figured out. So you can watch on YouTube. That feed is up, and then also AndersonCounty.tv. Oh, it's not on this shirt, so. But yeah, so you can still watch on the web right now. I
Okay.
apologize. I don't really know what I can do for it right now.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Motion passes. Thank you, Josh.
Okay, Group 5 transfers from the school department. We have 1 transfer from physical services involving a major line item for $39,383.06.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Foster, a second by Commissioner Capshaw. Any discussion on this transfer? Seeing none, let's go to the board and vote on this one. It's not me that time. Motion passes.
Thank you. Group 6 appropriations non-school, there are 7 of those, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, and 19.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Allen, second by Commissioner Foster. Any discussion on these appropriations? We have one, Commissioner Wendell.
Thank you, Chairman. Robbie, could you tell me about item 19?
Yes, the Emergency Operations Center that it's in a grant. We've actually approved that last year and maybe even the year before. It just hasn't gotten started yet, but we're now getting ready to get started. But it didn't get put we hadn't done a budget amendment this year, but it's for the emergency, the EOC building, the operations. And you know, the one that we were combining, I think, with the city of Clinton and their possible.
Is this
fire-
something that's, I guess, been talked about in budget?
Yes.
And so.
And commission, at the commission level as well.
So $3,923,920 is the grant?
It's a grant and matching funds, yes, sir.
And it's gonna be for an emergency operations center, and
For
it's gonna.
EMA, yes.
And it's gonna be
EMA.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Location, Andersonville area, I believe? No?
Frank L. Dix.
Yes,
Frank Diggs Industrial Park, SL has a property, I think that's City of Clinton.
that's it, sorry. It would make sense not to be in the county with the city fire department there.
I mean, I'm gonna support it, obviously. I'm just curious, I mean, have we engaged the public about this and brought them up to speed on this emergency operations center and everything it's gonna be doing? I mean, I'm a commissioner and probably I didn't pay attention, but I mean, I've heard about it, and how I really learned about it is reading through the strategic plan, and I saw it there, and now I see it on the budget committee, of course, here. But I just feel like we should be getting this kind of information out. I'm not certain what the building's going to do and how we're going to engage with the city and what role the city will play, what role we'll play. Is it just going to be a building that's a joint building for all parties involved, and how's it going to be maintained? You know, just a lot of different questions.
Yes, sir. I understand.
You're just a finance piece. I got you.
Yeah, I can tell you how we got the money.
Yeah, no, that's good.
How
Yes, ma'am.
about we put that on the agenda for maybe operations or budget and get that information?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
I did include, I think, well, one of the past budget amendments for the EMA, which was February 26, 2025. So, like I said, it didn't get put on the in the budget or at a budget amendment. A lot of times, when we have a grant, if we don't get started on it or commit it with a purchase order, then it rolls out of the budget for the new year.
All right, thank you.
Can I ask one last question?
Sure.
If these funds come in, it says general fund, so will it be rolled into the 101 general fund?
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll get a PO committed this year for it, because like I said, the project's very close to getting started, so.
Is the city participating?
The city.
Financially?
No, Mr. Foster.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, from the discussion we had, the City of Clinton gave the land, it's their land that they're gonna look at putting a fire hall on it, and so they partner with us to provide us the land for the EOC. At some point, they are looking to add, and I don't wanna speak for the City of Clinton, but I don't want a timetable on that, at some point in the future, putting a fire station out there, but it was that property that originally was gonna be fire station for the City of Clinton, but then they ended up doing some other stuff. So anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that was my understanding and from the discussion we had at commission on it and at the strategic plan too.
Commissioner Wendell, those are great questions. How about we get all of the information and accurate and get that discussion on one of our committee agendas and get that? That's great questions. Thank you.
You also could use your new AI software to research this, because it has been in commission minutes a couple of times.
I think there's a resolution on it as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue on with the budget amendments.
I'm just waiting on a vote on this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's go to the board and vote. Thank you. All right, motion passes.
Thank you. Group 8 transfers, all are 2 from the Sheriff's Department and 2 from the Highway Department, all affecting payroll.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Allen, second by Commissioner Capshaw. Is there any discussion on this group of transfers? Seeing none, let's go to the board and vote. Motion passes.
Okay. Miscellaneous, Group 9 miscellaneous, Section A, I just presented information regarding the debt obligation for the animal shelter in accordance with required guidelines. I don't have to have a vote or any kind of motion. I'm just required to put this in county commission minutes.
All right, Annette, make note of that. That needs to go in the minutes. Do you have anything else,
On
Director
that.
Holbrook? We have a question.
Okay, sure.
You finished? Okay, Commissioner Yeager.
It's not a question.
Okay.
It's, I'm on the Planning Commission for Oak Ridge, and they are building their animal shelter, and they're spending $5.6 million plus the plans and the architects. So they are right level with what we're spending for ours. So just a little thing on the aside, but you know, if people think that we've overspent, then they have too.
Yeah.
But we're very equal with what they're doing.
Oh, thank you for that. Yes, Commissioner Allen.
I have a question. Are they about the same size? Do you know the square footage of theirs?
When I asked about it about a year ago, they said it was going to be 10,000 plus, but I
Yeah.
have not seen the final numbers. I've just seen the final dollar figure.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Next, Robbie.
Section B, the fiscal year 26-27 budget guidelines and calendar, which was approved by the budget committee. So we will be getting started on the new budget for next fiscal year this month. After this meeting, I will have all that out to the departments this week. So I don't need a vote on that.
Oh, you don't, you do
No.
not want a motion?
I don't have
Okay,
to have one.
okay. All right.
Sorry.
Can you clear that, Josh? Thank you. All right.
Section C, unfinished business. Park Road was discussed, and it was referred to the Highway Committee meeting, and I think some of those discussions are on the operations, in the operations minutes. So,
Yes.
I don't need a motion there either.
Okay.
Under new business, we've already passed 3 budget amendments that were shared under new business, and there was a motion by Commissioner Vandegrift and seconded by Commissioner Beauchamp to begin discussion with Rome County and bring proposals back to the Budget Committee for a county planner position to develop sustainable growth plans through functional policies and regulations. This position may be potentially shared with Rome County, or possibly just an Anderson County position as on its own. So we're just beginning discussions.
So we don't need a motion or
I
a
don't
vote
think
on
so at
that?
this point.
Okay. Okay.
May I make a comment on that?
Yes, sir.
I don't think we need a planning person. I'd like to see us discontinue that. I was very much against sharing a person with Rome County, but after we've done business for the last 50 years without a planner. I'd like to see us discontinue even the discussion. That's my thought.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Do you want to move on to the new?
Yes, and so under new, an item added to the agenda tonight was the extension of the Bragg grant for 90 days. It's a $20,000 grant that TDEC offered Anderson County an opportunity to extend for 90 more days. They have identified 24 properties that potentially that could, if approved, get some funding for cleanup or whatever. So this is a good opportunity to make sure of those properties.
All right, so we're voting on extending.
Just extending the grant
90 days.
Yes.
The grant. Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Smallridge. Any discussion on this extension? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, that's all I have.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we will now move on to Director of Schools, Dr. Parrott.
Thank you, Chairman Palmer. It's always a pleasure to be here. Hey, I hope you got a chance to look at the report we do each month. But one of the things I'd been asked, and I wanted to kind of clear it up, because it could snow this weekend, is what I've heard. I've already got the text, we're calling school off. You know, that's one of those things. But anyway, I got the question of why we never go 2 hours late. And
We have not done that since I've been director. And there's a couple of reasons. One reason is parents still have to go to work at the regular time. And so what do? Well, chances are we've had parents that have dropped their kids off at a school that had nobody there because they didn't listen to the radio or something. And then if you decided to cancel school, you now have a student at there that nobody's there. So that's a safety reason. And the other reason is because if you go 2 hours late and you run buses and half the people don't get on that bus stop, well, if your bus runs at 7:15, it may not run at 9:15. It may run at 9 o'clock, or it may run. And so then you get a student that the parent has left home, say, hey, in 2 hours, get on the bus. They walk outside and lock the door, and they're not there. And so we just choose to, and we try to make those as early as we can. We either choose to go on time or we don't go. So that's the reason be. So.
All right.
Yep. The other thing, just to let you know, Claxton School, we're actually 2 months ahead of schedule right now.
Wow.
Which scares me a little bit because, and we've spent about $12 million so far, and I know next month we will be doing a bond issue for 10 more, and so we're working on that. We did meet with a group, Andy with the Economic Development Board, and I've got a meeting next week set up, and we're working on the resolution to come back to where we can start on getting the property ready to sell at Claxton, and the proposal that you all have asked for. We have a board retreat on February 27th. We are working on the budget. As Robbie said, we're in the middle of it right now, waiting on those first preliminary numbers to go on. And this year we will be doing a new strategic and capital plan for 2026 to 2031. So,
wow.
Yeah, it goes by fast. I'll take any questions.
All right, Commissioner Allen.
Thank you very much. You know I like the high-tech stuff, don't you?
Yes.
And this item in here of the Formula One racing cars that you guys are building and manufacturing.
Yes.
Could I get a demonstration? Could we come over there and watch these students manufacture these things?
I'll work on that. Yep.
So they're going to a state championship also?
Yes.
How many of their parents get to go?
I couldn't answer that question. I'll get you some more information on it. I'll get back to you on it.
And how many students are going to the state championship?
Again, I don't know.
This is some good stuff here.
Yep.
It really is. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Commissioner Wandell.
Thank you, Chairman. Dr. Parrott, I want to just also mention, I noticed in your report there's lots of good things going, but the Clinton High School Air Force Junior ROTC program and what they've done, and pretty impressive. And of course, it goes throughout the county, even Anderson County, they have a great program as well. But getting back to the property for Claxton that's going to be sold, I would like for you to include myself and Commissioner McNabb. We've had our community looking and trying to understand where the playground's going to go in Claxton. We understand it's being proposed to put it at the new school. We've got pushback on that so far to this point, but more importantly, I'd like to know what is the plan before it goes to sell, okay?
So what this agreement will be, law director, I'll probably get this wrong, is that, so what we have to do is the way I understand it is, not me, the school board has to give the land to county commission, and then county commission gives it to that board, and then the board sets up the plan to sell it once they decide what. Is that right? Is that kind of the way that goes? Yep. And so that way you all have input on what goes into that piece of property. It's not sold at just to the highest bidder for whatever. That makes sense.
Lots of questions, of course, what happens to the old school and who's responsible for that. But we'll get down the road on that. But I just want you to know the community has expressed interest in the building, right? Because we've already lost the park in Claxton. We're probably going to lose the building too. And we'd like for you and the body to consider, the gym, the VL Stone Cipher gym, to be considered to go to the community as a new community center so we could have something still for the community. I know it eats into the property, but there's also property in behind it where a playground can go, and that would get the new playground off your facility. But those are things we can discuss as we get down through here, but I'd like to be involved on those discussions.
Sure will, sure will.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Commissioner Yeager.
Thank you. I was just looking through your report, and kindergarten is about 7% of your enrollment. Is that an average number for
Yeah,
for
we
you
run
guys?
we ran up about, before COVID, we were running about 375, and we run between 350 and 375 most years. Yep. I think we're at 355 right
Yeah,
now.
well.
We may be a little higher than that. We've got some that come in after in January. The reason that number is lower now than it was, one of the things is they've moved that start date back, so it's September 15th now. Maybe September. No, it is. I'm sorry. It's it is August 1st now. Used to be September 15th. So you got a group of students in there that are. And so if you and so what happens, sometimes they can't go to preschool. They're too old for preschool and they're too young for kindergarten. So it kind of that. But we can still give them a test to get in there. But that number, yeah, it runs around that. And then when we pull the elementary from Clinton in, we move from about 355 to about 500. And so from about from 7th grade on up, we run just a little over 500 per grade level.
Okay.
Yep.
Commissioner McCamey.
Had some questions about a new building that's going up at the softball field. Do you care to tell us what that building is?
Yes, that is the final phase of the softball field. That is, when we first made the plans, the workout facility and the locker room and everything was going to be together. All right. But the way the first one was done, the engineers and the city of Clinton, that the barrier that was between that building, there was some concern about moisture and everything like that. Then there was concern about we wanted to make it a firewall. So the easiest and most cost-efficient way was to move it 10 foot, it's 10 foot 4 inches to be exact, away and just build a whole new building. So that building, the one building is the batting cages. This building has a weight room in it, the locker rooms, bathrooms, and it also has a place to store all their equipment. So we got through the buildings dried in, rough plumbing, rough wiring, and we had the second or third inspection today, so everything's moving forward. So we have planned to be done with that before they start this season.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Dr. Parrott, that's at Clinton High School.
Clinton High School, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
Commissioner Anderson.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make a motion, guys. What percentage of the kindergartners go to Head Start?
I couldn't tell you, probably about less than 30%.
Oh, okay, so it's not.
Yeah.
Not many at all then.
No, no. And it just don't have enough room for all of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the parents and everything. That's why we, one of the things we talked about last time was we have special ed pre-K. So in special ed pre-K, when they're 4 and 5 years old, the state says we have to educate them, and along with that special ed student, we have to put a typical peer in there that's not special ed, but they're the same age. And so you can put 12 to 15 students in a class. Well, there is no funding for that. So it costs us about $1.5 million to do that. So that's where another probably 40 to 50 kids a year come out of that program.
Okay.
So when you get close to it, we're probably 40 to 50% of them.
Thank you.
Yep.
I see no other questions. We good? Thank you, Dr. Parrott.
When I know school's calling call off, you'll know it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
You too. All right, let's move on to the law director's report.
Just for the moment, I'm going to skip over the action items and just give you an update.
Okay.
On the King versus Anderson County Detention Facility lawsuit. That's under F, number 7. The insurance company has accepted defense and coverage. Reed Spalding, who's also handling the Parton case, will be the attorney for the county. So, and if we move back to the action items, you should have in front of you two letters that were prepared in regard to the, was it Waste to Jobs Act?
Yes.
I think the first one represented our stab at it. The second one is the result of a collaborative effort with the mayor's office. You just need to pick one. If you have any questions, I'll answer them.
Okay.
The second one's a little less full-throated than the first one, but that may be the approach to take, given there is so much out there still to deal with or unknown with the legislation.
All right. So we have a motion by Commissioner Beauchamp. Do you have a particular?
Yes, the
Okay.
one that the law director and the mayor collaborated with each other on.
Okay. Do you understand which one that one is?
Yeah, that would be, I think
Okay.
it's the second option.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
second attachment.
And Commissioner Capshaw, is that all right for you to second that particular letter? So your motion is to go with that letter?
With option 2.
With option 2. You good? All right. All right, so we have discussion. Commissioner Yeager.
I spoke with Representative Scarborough over the weekend, and he's never heard of this bill.
Okay.
So this is a long way from being something that I think I feel comfortable supporting, because we
Okay.
don't know what it's going to say.
Okay.
It started last year, and it got pushed to this year. And I mean, if Representative Scarborough's never heard of it, I just don't think I can support anything yet.
Okay.
Further down the line, I might be able to, but it's just too uncertain for me at this point.
Mr. Brooks,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
second letter, does that, it doesn't really commit us to anything. It just says we support the concept,
Yes.
but not, and we want more information, but
Want
not
more
the
information. Yeah,
legislation,
there's-
correct?
Right.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Foster. Are you finished, Commissioner
Yes, I
Yeager?
am.
Okay, Commissioner Foster.
I made the motion to send both letters back just because I felt like from Operations Commission wanted another option. So I like the idea of submitting the second letter just because of kind of the same things Commissioner Yeager said. Just there's the other listed the bill, a lot of more detail. The other one's the concept. I think we all support the concept, but there was some question about the bill. So that's why I'll be supporting this motion.
All right. Commissioner Allen.
Yes, I talked with Jeff, and he also mentioned that he wanted to have a better feel of the bill itself.
Okay. He would like to view the,
Viewed and look at the bill. He wanted it to be more fleshed out.
Okay.
Right now it's kind of vague, he said.
Mhm.
And so he's been looking at that, and he's not, he wants to look at it deeper.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other discussion? All right, so the motion on the floor is to support the second letter, which is supporting the concept but not the legislation. All right? So all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No. I'll be a no.
All right. Motion.
A weak no.
A weak no. Motion passes. All right.
The second thing is we were asked to draft a resolution regarding or rescind, I guess, what had previously been sent to Nashville about the return of property tax.
Okay.
And we have the one that was sent in last year, I guess, October of 2025. We maybe tweaked it a little bit, but do we want to send another one since we just sent one saying basically the same thing in October? I mean, it's commission's pleasure.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion by Commissioner Foster. What is your motion?
My motion is to send down there, show that we're still, my motion is to send it on down to make sure they know we're still supporting this, and hopefully that they will take action on it this year.
All right, so the resolution that was in our packet, 2601-1248, correct? Is second by Commissioner Allen. Is that the same? All right, any discussion on this resolution? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 3 is the letter we were asked to draft about community mapping, and that's in regard to Briceville and some of the other communities on the north end. It's there for your review. If approved, it goes out tomorrow.
Okay. I need a motion to approve sending this letter. I have a motion by Commissioner Allen, second by Commissioner Capshaw. We have a discussion. Commissioner Bochamp.
Yes, are we doing this based upon the old, zip codes? Is that what we're doing? Cause there's more areas than that. If we're gonna do on the mapping system, there's a lot more areas to that area. Rosedale wasn't really a community, it was a school. So I'm kinda confused about what we're doing, cause you got Clear Branch, you got all kinds of other places over there that were little pockets of kind of like, I don't want to say their own little city, but it was their own little community. That's, yeah, that's more than what we've got listed here. And then it says Elijah's. It's not. It's Elijah's. Ligas. So that's what I'm wondering is like, what are we doing it for the zip code that it used to be because it was Devonia, Stainville, Lodges Fork, all those areas, or are we doing it by the little pockets of communities on the mapping system, which would list a lot more than what we have on here?
Those are what were brought up by the ESRI mapping system through E911, and they can add layers.
So communities can be added.
Yes, but we have to have something to base it off of.
Okay, the list is based on the E911 mapping.
Okay.
Extra communities or additional communities could be added as another layer. As far as the zip codes, I think there's just one serving that area
Yes.
now. It's probably not likely that another one is going to come back, but
Yeah.
we can certainly expand the communities that we're talking about and obviously correct the spelling. So.
Yes, thank you.
And these aren't on, all of those aren't on the ESRI mapping, so we have to find some historical mapping
Okay.
resources.
We'll have to do a little more research to get those extra communities on, but we'll do
I
it.
wanted to make sure what the goal was of doing this, because if we want to put all of them, we probably need to go back before I was alive and put the real communities in there.
Commissioner Isbell.
There's actually another motion coming out of operations to recognize Devonia's zip code. So it's separate from what he's doing from, what we're doing from the mapping. So it's a little different.
So Mr. Brooks, are you suggesting that you need a little bit more time with this letter?
I think based on the discussion, we probably don't want to vote on it tonight.
All right.
Let us see if we can go back in time and see what we can locate.
Okay. Commissioner Allen? All right. All right. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to defer till next month. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay.
So the motion is to defer this item to February's commission meeting by Commissioner Foster. Commissioner is in operations or full commission?
Do you want to run back to operations or is it needed?
I think what we've got coming up out of operations, talking about the zip code, I would prefer to go to operations in full commission so we can discuss it more in committee.
I'll change my motion to referral to operations.
Okay. Motion to refer to operations, February operations committee. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
Commissioner Isbell. Second by Commissioner Isbell. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Number 4, there's really, as stated, it's not an action item. I'll tell you, there's been some development between Anderson County and the Elfant Group that's pointing towards getting the taxes paid. It's the hotel motel tax. There's actually communication opened by LFANT Group with the clerk's office last week, and a deadline has been set.
Awesome. All right.
That concludes what I have, but if there are any questions, I'll try to answer them on any subject.
All right. Don't see any. Thank you, Mr. Brooks. Let's move on to our committee reports. First is Operations Committee report.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Under legislative, Commissioner Capshaw made a motion from the Highway Committee for approval to send a letter to State Representatives Butler and Scarborough concerning applying for TVA permit concerning Anderson County Park Road shoreline erosion and for grant money to help with the repairs. Law Director and Mayor worked together to draft a letter, seconded by Commissioner Foster. Motion passed forward to full commission for approval.
All right. We have a motion by Commissioner Wendell, second by Commissioner McCamey. Any discussion? I'd like to say that in that highway meeting, I am very thankful that our road superintendent, Mr. Long, has agreed to, be the lead on this project. So I express that appreciation from the Conservation Board. All right, Commissioner Isbell.
Even with that, in the Highway Committee, Gary Long, he brought up several different ideas and the things that Anderson County is going to be responsible for and what TVA is. And this is all TVA property that we're working for this grant for to get that done.
Right.
So it's not Anderson County property, it's TVA property.
Yeah, we can certainly ask. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Commissioner Val requests to add to the legislative that the Anderson County Commission would draft a resolution of support to be sent to the state legislative body for a mental health facility to be constructed in the area. Commissioner Barron made the motion, seconded by Commissioner Capshaw. Motion passed to forward to full commission for approval.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner McCamey, second by Commissioner McNabb. Any discussion? Commissioner Beauchamp.
Yes, I would like to say that I fully support this. I mean, over in budget, we talk about it all the time, that our jail has become the mental health facility, the holding facility for those, and we don't have a lot of areas to send them. Where we do send them, they keep them for a few days, send them back. It's a revolving door. So, and I think I saw today where President Trump signed an executive order for expanding mental health facilities, and that's something that we need, not just in Anderson County, but all across the United States. So I'm completely for this.
All right, Commissioner Isbell.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. In Sunday's Inside Tennessee edition, they talked about mental health and about Knox County, how the need that they need something in the area as well, because I think we're all using Mosque and Bend. So that's something we may be able to work together with, with a neighboring county to try to get this thing going, because we definitely need it.
All right. Just for a point of clarification, who will be drafting this resolution? The law director? Is that who you're requesting to do that?
Yes.
All right. Did you get that, Annette? All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Yeager made a motion to approve A through F changes to policy handbook, seconded by Commissioner McCamey. Motion passed forward to full commission for approval.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Capshaw. Any discussion? I would like to say real quick that A through F changes was included in your packet. Those will be spelled out in the minutes. Annette, if you can make note of that, we'll have that clarified in the minutes, so they'll be easily seen. Is there any discussion on these changes? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Commissioner Wandell made a motion to ban groups soliciting funds at roadblocks, seconded by Commissioner Foster. Motion passed forward to full commission for approval.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner McNabb, second by Commissioner Foster. Any discussion on this item? Commissioner McNabb.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I would just encourage everyone to support this. We had a really good discussion about operations, about this practice. We're one of the few places that still allow this. I really think that this is a safety issue. We've gotten a lot of feedback from the community. It's overwhelming that they don't want it anymore. So again, just wanted to encourage everyone to support this. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Any other discussion? Commissioner Foster?
And just for clarity, this would only be for anything outside the cities. I know Rocky Top still allows them, but just in case anybody had questions on that, it's for outside city limits.
For the county, okay. All right, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No.
Motion passes.
Chairman Isbell passed the gavel to Commissioner Wandell, made a motion, draft a letter to the state to give the property back to the residents, more help with water, more infrastructure, need identity backstory, and we're talking about Devonia, the New River area. Seconded by Commissioner McCamey. Motion passed for the full commission for approval.
All right. Do I have a motion? Have a motion by Commissioner McCamey, second by Commissioner Capshaw. Discussion, Commissioner Isbell.
Just a little clarification on that. What we're talking about is TWRA owns most of that property over there. And what the residents are asking for is if there's any way maybe to do a strip on either side or to try for some residential development. And I understand, I found since the meeting that TWRA does not sell any of the property, that they will, you know, consider an equal trade. But that's just something, you know, this is an area that's been overlooked. A lot of things have been taken from that property, from that area, even their identity, you know, with their zip code. Because now, you know, if you're going to an event over in Rosedale, it says Briceville, you know, 3.5 miles once you turn on to 116. But once you get to Briceville, you're another 45 minutes away. It's according to how you drive. So, you know, all the minerals have been stripped from that area. Anderson County has used that money, the mineral rights, for coal and timber, you know, to help this county develop. And I think it's time, if we can, to try to give something back to those people. You know, we've got people over there still yet, and we had a very good meeting, you know, Commissioner Wandell, Commissioner Val and I, we had a very good meeting with ACWA about trying to get some water over to some of those other folks. And, you know, it's just an area that, you know, whether it's 4 or 4,000, you know, they're important.
Commissioner Beauchamp.
Yes. I guess I need a little bit more clarification on who the land will go to, because there's multiple residents over there, and we know that it can't, we know what TWRA
Right.
said, because whenever I read this, I was like, they're not gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
that's just not gonna happen. So I think we need to clarify, is it gonna go to the county and we're gonna invest in it, or, I think there's a lot of unknown on there, and New River girl here, I mean, I
Yeah.
say it all the time, I'm from that area. Want good things to happen from over there, but also I don't want to get into a war with TWRA, who went
Exactly.
in, purchased a lot of the land because it used to be a booming community at one time until the mines shut down. So I don't see them coming in and giving it to the individuals that are living there. So I think we need to clarify.
To like a development
Yeah,
group.
like,
Probably
are we
send
as
it
the
back to
county going
operations.
to do this, asking them to give us the plots of land?
Yeah.
We probably need to be specific in that with them, to say what area of the land, and then the county invest in it. But right now, I'm just like, I can't support it, because it's just not what it needs to be, with just saying the residents, so.
Yeah, that was one of those, I would say, an emotional
Yeah.
motion, because we had 20 people sitting over there that, you know, that don't have clean water to drink, and, you know, they're having to travel back over a broken road. That's, you know, they've got one lane in 2 areas, and one lane that's been down there for a year and a half. And when you look back at those people, you think, I represent those. Commissioner Val, myself, and Commissioner McCamey, Commissioner Capshaw, Commissioner McCamey, Commissioner White, Commissioner Allen, all these people that's been over there, and Commissioner Anderson, everybody that's been over there. Of course, you know, Commissioner Beauchamp, that's where she's from. You know, they understand these are hard working, you know, people that just, they don't have anything. No, they don't have the basic necessities of life, like clean water. So it was one of those heartfelt motions, and to refer it back to operations, I think would be to get, you know, things spelled back out better.
Yeah, I think that would be good for clarification, and they would want it. And I want to put it on the record, Commissioner McNabb has not been to New River, and I've tried to get him to go for like 10 years. And he has promised me, he's promised me that he's going to let me drive him to New River. So anybody that wants to take a field trip, let's go. Put you on the record.
All right, so Commissioner McCamey, as maker of the motion, do you want to refer it back to operations? All right, is that okay with you, Commissioner Capshaw? All right. Can we discuss this in operations, Commissioner Val and Commissioner Wendell?
Sure. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I was just gonna, and
Oh, sure.
I'm cool with it going back to operations. I was just gonna make an amendment, replace back to residents and insert Anderson County instead of residents. Because later, you'll be talking about the water. We have to have some county land to put a water facility up there. And this would go right along with that, but I'm fine with it going back to operations.
Okay.
And we'll
Commissioner
put
Isbell.
that in the motion too.
Okay.
The referral motion, if that's okay.
So just kind of flesh out the motion a little bit more in operations and bring it back.
Yep.
All right, great. Thank you. Continue on.
You vote on that?
Oh, wait, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. So this is a motion to refer back to operations. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
you.
passes.
Okay. Commissioner Wandell made a motion, Anderson County approach ACWA to pursue funds from TDEC to install clean water well in the Rosedale community, seconded by Commissioner Capshaw. Motion passed to forward to full commission for approval. And if you would, please let Commissioner Wandell speak about what he did about going to the CDBG and to the ACWA on this.
All right, so we have a motion by Commissioner Capshaw, second by Commissioner McNabb. Discussion. Do you wish to speak, Commissioner Wendell?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, these guys took care of the ACWA. I mean, they were already in it. But the community CDBG meeting, annual meeting, I guess it was today, I showed up there, and Mitch Loomis was there, and there is a grant available. It's called the Imminent Danger CDBG grant that he felt could be used to get water up there. So I mentioned that to these fellows. I mentioned it to the Water Authority. They're interested. The Water Authority also is interested in the information from Robert Campbell and Associates, Commissioner McCamey several years ago, and Commissioner White. They put something together for a well up that way, and they have all the data there still. And so the Water Authority, Madam Chairman, has asked that Robert Campbell and Associates come back to them, and they're going to explore it. It sounds like the idea is to put in that new well, but we got to have it on a county property. We can't put it on private property, and then have a holding tank there too. So I may have missed something if you guys, but that's kind of it.
Actually, Nancy Manning was there from the Rails to Trails, and she talked about, she went to the state and found another grant that's out there as well, and made that ACWA board aware of that.
Okay. So, Chairman Isbell, the motion is for Anderson County to approach ACWA. What does that look like? Can we get a little bit more specific for the minutes?
Well, I think we kind of did that tonight
So
when
that
we
was
met
the
with
meeting today?
ACWA.
So do we still need this motion?
I mean, it's up to you.
Or do you want to, as the maker of the motion, do we want to amend it or clarify it? Let me get Commissioner Val.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Though on personal preference, I would love for us to go ahead and vote on this so it shows that the full county commission is behind this endeavor. I know you've already done it probably a couple times before, but I think it'd mean a lot to the people over there. They hear Tim and myself and Tracy and Sabre talking about this quite a bit. I think it would mean a lot to them if the entire commission endorsed it.
All right. I understand what you're saying. I just need Commissioner Foster.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we amend the motion? Can I make an amendment to say that we, the commission supports ACW's efforts to find funding for that? It cleans that motion up a little bit, if everybody's okay with that. I'll make that amendment. That we'll support ACW efforts to establish, to pursue money for clean water. And
we'll have the county attorney or the mayor want to send a letter to them.
Yeah, we can put that in a letter form, law director, if you care.
All right, state that motion again. Oh, the amendment.
The amendment is to the Anderson County Commission support ACWA's efforts in pursuing funds to install clean water well in Rosedale community.
And that support will be in form of a
In
letter
a letter
from
of
the
support, yeah, motion to,
law
amendment to a
director.
letter of support.
Okay.
That cleans that up and.
Do I have-
Y'all are okay with that? Yep.
Do I have a second on that amendment? Second?
Chairman, it should be just a substitute.
Just
Yeah,
substitute,
that's
okay, I'm sorry.
what I was trying
Thank
to-
you.
Yeah, that was my.
Is that what your discussion is?
Sort of
Okay.
a replacement rather than an amendment.
Okay. Did someone else have something over here? Thank you, Commissioner McCamey. All right, so that is good. Commissioner McCamey, you're good with that replacement. Commissioner Capshaw, you are too. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you guys so much.
Yes,
Next.
thank you. Commissioner Wandell made a motion that Anderson County request ACWA to establish a contact system for the customers of ACWA to address the specific request on sewer complaints. Seconded by Commissioner Capshaw. Motion passed to forward to full commission for approval.
Do I have a motion? I have a motion by Commissioner Isbell, second by Commissioner McNabb. Any discussion? Commissioner McNabb.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. This came out of a discussion that we had regarding largely some complaints the residents of Mountain View Park were having with Anderson County Water Authority with the sewer smell. It's my understanding since the Operations Committee, Anderson County Water Authority has been up to Mountain View Park to try to work on that, so we do appreciate that. But this, again, this is sort of those type of issues that perhaps this could address, something there for the residents to call in a complaint on to try to get it addressed quickly. I understand as commission, we don't have a lot of really oversight over the water authority. This is just asking them to take that into consideration. So just wanted to give some context for what that was about.
All right.
Thank you.
Before the next two that's on the board, let me read something. This is an email from the mayor where General Manager Jeff Elrod sent to her. Our staff reviewed several sites today and have found some issues that could contribute to the scenario at Mountain View Station. Is this? Coincidentally, CUB provided data this morning of laboratory results that provided further proof that conditions have changed that would make odor issues more likely. Our staff have made adjustments and repairs that may take a couple of days to travel the system to make a noticeable difference. We will be replacing the media used to filter the air coming from the Mountain View Station, and we will include additional monitoring of processes to catch the issue that has caused this scenario in the future. So that is a statement from ACWA. Commissioner Foster.
Yes, I was just kind of wanting a little clarity when we say contact system. Are we saying outside of like current, like phone number and email, like are we wanting them to purchase a system? I don't know if that was discussed. I had to leave operations early to head to ball practice. I didn't know if that got discussed more, what kind of contact, what we're looking for out of that. Somebody doesn't care to answer that for me.
Commissioner Isbell, Wandell? Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Good questions. Really, that's going to be up to the Water Authority. All I know is that from the constituents we have in our district that have these issues, and it's been going on a long time before Commissioner McNabb even got on commission, and it's still continuing. And the same information that the mayor read us is the same thing that happens over and over. The issue revolves around too much sewer coming from the north end of the county on too small a lines. What that letter says is they're going to put some deodorant on it, and the deodorant doesn't last very long. So when the people call in, they don't get feedback typically. You have to leave a message. So I can't really answer your question, Commissioner Foster. I just would like to send a message to the Water Authority that they at least establish some type of protocol for the citizens to be able to get feedback from them to get the issues resolved, because it shouldn't really come to the commissioners to make those calls for them. And a prime example is Commissioner McNabb, I know, has been working on this extensively since he's been on commission, and he's yet to get that email that the mayor got. And I understand she's the mayor, and that's great, but he's trying to represent the people in the district, and he don't get the answer. So I've not answered your question, but I just like to get a letter to them, letting them know we're on top of this. As you know, I'm pretty sure the Water Authority is one of the rare breeds in the state of Tennessee that has zero oversight. The only requirement they have is to do an audit yearly. That's it. And that's problematic, and I think the state of Tennessee needs to address that. But that's a whole nother, and I don't want to get off into something else. But and I'm comfortable if the body doesn't want to do something, but I know it's kind of crossing the line to tell them what to do, but I think all we're doing from a commission is saying we want to see the Water Authority start being more responsive to the citizens when they have an issue.
Right. And we know that we don't know what their process is now, so we're asking them to develop, okay.
That's fair, thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? And this email just came today.
Yes.
And I think she wanted just to let you know, it just came today, so they are working on it, but I thought I'd share the information.
No, thank you, and thank you for the mayor for sharing it.
Yeah.
At least we got some information, right?
Right, okay. I see no other discussion. All those in favor for this request to ACWA to establish a contact system for the customers of ACWA to address specific requests about sewer complaints. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion, yeah, I'm sorry. Commissioner McCamey, did I overlook you? I'm sorry.
Could we change that last word to anything? I mean, what about water? There's no way to contact them about water, and they've got more water customers than do sewer. I'd like to see
Sewer and water.
you know, that
Sewer and
supply,
water.
and just strike the word sewer.
I'm fine with that, Commissioner McCann.
Commissioner Isbell, you're the maker of the motion. Is that good? Sewer and water? Commissioner McNabb?
Fine with that.
Okay. All righty. Changed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Under unfinished business, Commissioner Wandell made a motion to have our state legislators, Butler and Scarborough, address scam calls that come in on a regular basis to our system in Anderson County. Seconded by Commissioner Capshaw. Motion passed for the full commission for approval. But since then, I spoke with the law director and Cassandra, and a letter has been sent from the law director to Representative Scarborough. And maybe the law director or Cassandra could speak on that.
It was sent to Representative Scarborough, Representative Butler, and Senator McNally. And I believe we did hear back from probably in October, and I think we have heard back from Representative Scarborough, because there
Okay.
was a whole
Did they say that they was going to do a resolution or a letter, or how were they going to handle that? They're going to send it on up to Congress?
we did not get that formal of a reply.
Okay.
So are you wanting to omit this from the report, or are you still asking for a motion?
Yeah, let's still ask for a motion because, you know, when everybody, we still had a full crowd, and when you talk about scam calls, everybody's interested in getting something done.
All right, so you want a second letter sent?
Yes.
All right. I need a motion and a second, please. I have a motion by Commissioner Capshaw, second by Commissioner Allen. Any discussion on this? Commissioner Yeager.
I'd just like a little clarification on how different this second letter will be if one has already been sent about this topic.
I guess what it is to get feedback from all of them that the letter was sent to see what their intentions are, or how they feel about it, or what they could do about it,
Yeah.
if any.
All right, fair enough. Thanks.
Yeah. Sure. In other words, so just don't say, okay, I got the letter, and
Yeah,
that's
all right.
it.
Mr. Brooks, did you have something to add, or
No,
is that good?
I was listening to Commissioner
Okay.
Isbell making some notes, so I think I have a pretty good understanding of what we need to put in the letter.
That's cool with you?
Mhm.
All right. Any other discussion? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Commissioner Wandell made a motion as chairman of Operations Committee draft a letter with the mayor and the law director to request a joint workshop with the city of Oak Ridge, seconded by Commissioner Barron. Motion passed unanimous to full commission for approval.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Capshaw, second by Commissioner Wandell. Any discussion on this? Commissioner Beauchamp.
Can we clarify what we're gonna meet about? Cause I know we had a workshop back in August and we still haven't even got that one taken care of yet.
Well, the purpose of this one would just be to allow the operations chairman to get a letter out with the mayor, the law director, to the city of Oak Ridge to let them know we'd like to meet. I'm not sure how often we can meet. I'd like to see it at least 2 times a year, but there's so much going on in Oak Ridge and Roane County for that matter, but Anderson County, I think it would be beneficial. I know I would like to be able to sit with the Oak Ridge councilmen and be able to have discussions. I think putting something on the agenda, example, General Sessions Court or whatever, is kind of makes it controversial, where I'd rather just go meet, say hello, let us have dialogue, let's sit around the table and see what comes of it. You know, maybe we walk away from there and we say we don't want to do that again. But, you know, I think that we may walk away from there and go, you know what, we got a lot of commonalities here and we need to work together. There's so much going on in this area. We need to pull together and work together to accomplish a lot, like we did when the old mall was there and a lot of money was owed on taxes, and we all came together, and now you have a great shopping effort in Oak Ridge. So that's it. That's it. No hidden agendas.
All right, so before the workshop occurred, there would be an agenda, like we do in all of our workshops. Pretty much, we have a idea of what's going to happen.
And been on here for long enough to remember back when Oak Ridge was really struggling, and with the mall and you know, with their finances and all that, and they've came such a long way. You know, I could give you a long list of the things that were Anderson County and Oak Ridge is set together. We sat in the mayor's office before and talked about these TIFs and what we could do to try to help Oak Ridge get started, and they're doing really well. But that's what it's about. It's kind of going back to what we used to do when we would meet and just have a roundtable discussion. What can we do to help you? What can you do to help us? What can we do jointly? Because I can tell you, back when those first TIFs, there was so much pushback between Anderson County and Oak Ridge. It really was. And then once we started having these roundtable discussions, things started clicking together.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what it's about.
All right, Commissioner McCamey.
Basically the same thing that Saber said there. I'm sure that Oak Ridge would say flat now.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
I think in the letter, if we do explain to them that we'd like to meet semi-annually, just to get together, and no hidden agenda. We're not going to ambush them, and they're not going to ambush us.
I think there was support at that last workshop that they were interested in doing this. Just one question, Mr. Brooks. If anytime we have a workshop, we have to notice it and we have to have an agenda. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Any other, Commissioner Val?
Thank you, Madam Chair. That's actually got my wheels turning. I know that maybe the smaller towns in our county don't have similar issues as Oak Ridge, but I think it would be a good idea if we maybe consider in the future doing this with Rocky Top, with Norris, with Clinton, even Oliver Springs. I think maybe if we sat down and discussed matters before they got to ahead, that we may get ahead of some issues and may do a little bit better job in how we do things. Just a thought. I mean, I know it'd be hard to do it on a regular basis, every month, because we've got our meetings that we got to attend, but just a thought, something to think about in range.
I think it's a good thought. I had someone mention that to me as well. That's a good thought. Any other discussion?
I tried to push them in to request to speak, but
Well, you go right ahead.
to add all the municipalities to that, and we can put it on the intergovernmental. under operations. And we can have, you know, every month, we can invite, you know, a different government entity.
Okay, so you want to make an amendment?
Yes.
To that motion? All right. I have no idea. I don't remember who made that first one. Was it Capshaw and is that fine with you? And the second was, do you remember?
That was Commissioner Allen.
The board erased. Wandell? Thank you, Annette. All right. Commissioner McCamey?
Let me speak it again, but I do want to remind everybody that in these cities, those residents pay county taxes. So they need to be represented by Anderson County as well as the city.
Yes. All right. Does everyone
I would
understand?
say that's the one thing I get more than anything else is that commission, we pay taxes too. My
Yeah.
constituent, I hear that, which I mostly cover a city district, but I get that a lot.
All right. Any other discussion on that amendment? All right, and the amendment is to change that from the city of Oak Ridge to all municipalities, Annette. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, last, and thanks for allowing to add this, but just an update on Highway 116 truck traffic. It's still ongoing, and it's right back to its normal flow.
Okay.
And so I had spoke with Commissioner Val today because we took this up about buying some flashing signs in the budget committee and you know what we can do, and he did a little follow-up because I actually had people come to my shop today. And we stood outside and it was cold for about an hour. And, you know, they're talking about being run off the road again, and the new guardrail they put up, the trucks have already run over the new guardrail. It's been up there, you know, about a month. So they're wanting to know what can be done. You know, they said we appreciate the effort, but we're right back to square one. So, and they even want to know who to call, who to report it to. So.
Okay.
But-
Commissioner Val.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Yeah, we're gonna bring this up, next month in the Budget Committee. We're doing the research about different options we have, for those signs. I think, and again, it'll be brought up in the Budget Committee, but anybody can attend. We're gonna look at what the sheriff's office purchased, and there's other options as well. You can get bigger where you can type in messages like no tractor trailers on this road, or keep right, or, you know, the speed limit, or whatever the case may be. So we'll be looking at that, looking forward to that, looking forward to getting that done. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
All right, Commissioners, thank you for that update.
Well, and this is where the town of Alder Springs will have to be involved as well, because that's where the sign will have to be.
Oh, okay.
Because once they get on there, there's no return.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the update.
And that concludes the Operations Committee report.
All right, thank you. We will skip Fire Commission report and go to Rules Committee report. Commissioner Smallridge.
Request a motion to have the law director research resolutions and proclamations and how we go about honoring people, and putting a rule, possibly putting a rule in place relating to who we award honorary recognition to. It limits, I know that Knox County recently passed a motion limiting honorary resolutions to those who are residents of Knox County only, and or have some special connection to the county. But this is something at least we would like to look at. And then also the section of the rules that deals with proclamations, resolutions, and courtesy resolutions. So we would be requesting the law director to take a look at that with us.
Okay, so this is a motion just requesting research by the law director.
Yes.
All right. I have a motion by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Yeager. Discussion, Commissioner Allen.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. I think that the motion as listed in the first bullet, that is an error. I think our discussion centered around only having the law director researched the resolution and the proclamation, and it did not include looking at limiting who could have a resolution. That was a great discussion, and I hope that other members who were there realized that that second part was not part of what the law director was going to research. We were not looking at limiting the who could have a resolution, only research the resolution and proclamation.
So you're everything about resolutions and proclamations, you're saying?
Yeah, that was the only thing that we discussed.
Okay.
I made it clear that we were, not I, but it was clear that we were not going to include limiting, the research, law director looking at limiting who
Okay.
would have a resolution.
Commissioner Beauchamp?
Yes, Commissioner Allen is correct on that. We had a lot of discussion back and forth on it, but we wanted the law director to just look at the difference between resolution, proclamations, what needs a vote, what should be a proclamation, what should be a resolution. So we're just looking for some guidance on that and for rules.
All right, so the motion on the floor then would just be, request motion to have the law director research resolutions and proclamations. Does that go with you, Commissioner Foster?
Okay? Yeah,
Yes.
it was a general, the motion was a general motion to look at all things, including
Okay,
who people are from. It was to look at all that as
Okay.
we look at proclamations. And so I don't think it needs to be spelled out just in Anderson County, because I think that was included in
Okay.
the general, all that in that discussion.
you got
Yeah.
what you need.
I think so. We're gonna research the differences between proclamations and resolutions, which I guess would entail what they're used for, and the procedure, and within that, well, we'll just see what we discover.
Okay,
And we'll provide it to you.
all right. Any other discussion? All those in favor of this motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Secondly, request a motion to make all agendas and minutes standardized from all committees or for all committees. Only action items to go before the full commission. The law director and mayor's report would stay the same. Any item previously discussed goes under unfinished business. If no action taken on an item, it comes off the agenda until someone requests to put it back on.
All right. I need a motion and a second first, please. I have a motion by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Beauchamp. Commissioner Wandell.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I was hoping to be able to talk first, but I understand you like to have a motion, and that's the proper procedure. This motion was brought up in the rules agenda October 13th under item 7. And in the minutes, it says that Commissioner Foster made a motion to table to end of meeting, seconded by Commissioner Allen. Motion passed. Based on that, that was an improper motion. That should have been postponed. When you table something, it's intended to interrupt pending business for an urgent matter. The item was then picked back up in this last meeting on January 12th. Standardized agendas again. The motion, if it's gonna pass and we wanna do this, needs to have clarification from the clerk. The clerk is responsible for all minutes, and I would like for the clerk to have some say-so before we start making changes to the way the minutes or agendas are prepared. Every chairman has the right to prepare every agenda the way they see fit, as long as it meets our current rules. So based on the current proposed motion in front of us, which is out of order in my opinion, based on the October 13th table that never was put back on the table. So this would be a special rule of order, what we're talking about. So I would suggest that this go back to the Rules Committee for further discussion and then bring back to us to take action on. I'm not against it. I'm just procedurally want to see it done correctly, as according to Robert's Rules of Order.
All right. Commissioner Isbell.
Typically, I like to try to attend that meeting as well, but Commissioner Capshaw and myself, both, we had a highway committee meeting at the same time, so there's only 4 members that met. I would like to see that committee changed to 8 people, 1 from each district, because when you only have 4, if you have 3, I mean, you could actually pass a motion out of that committee with 3 commissioners. And then it comes here, and I would probably have about a 20-minute discussion if I'd have been there. So, you know, I'm not ready to support that yet as well.
Okay. Commissioner Beauchamp.
Yes, I made the motion in Rules Committee, but after doing some research with Rules, Operations and Budget are statutory committees, so we follow the same rules as County Commission. The rules are already in place, so I made that motion by mistake. We should be following our rules of procedure. I have handed it out. I'm willing to withdraw that motion, but we're not following our own rules. I will hand it out, and I hope every commissioner will show up to our next rules meeting and understand what unfinished business is. Because we used to have it as old business. The state came in and said, you're gonna change it to unfinished business. That's what they wanted us to do. So that was whenever I first came on the commission, that we changed it from old business to unfinished business. Unfinished business is things that do not require an action. So why I made that motion was for our clerk, who had to enter in, and Annette, you've got me on tape, you can let every single one of them listen to it. I said you had to enter in 117 pages for an operations agenda. I was doing it for her. Unfinished business, I will hand it out. I've got it right here. I will hand every single person the rules. I hope you do show up to our rules committee, look at it, and let's abide by it. But operations and budget are statutory, and they do have to comply with the rules of procedures.
Commissioner Foster.
To go back on the reference, on October 13th, we tabled we tabled discussion to the end of the meeting. We brought it back up off the table. The minutes probably doesn't clarify that, and then we talked about it and no action was taken, so we deferred it to the next meeting to get more information. It was back on the agenda for this month at Rules Committee. That's when action was taken on it. So maybe the minutes didn't clarify that, but it was tabled because there was question, because one of the commissioners had questions about it, was not in the room, and so we wanted it, that had requested to be on the agenda.
Commissioner Capshaw.
I know the same Commissioner Isabel discussed, we're at our highway committee at the same time, so I just want all of the commissioners to be aware who are on highway. We may adjust the timing so we can be able to attend. I will send out an official email and work with Annette to find a time that maybe we can meet and be able to go to rules at the same time, so.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Oh, Commissioner Val. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Let me apologize before I ask this question for my own ignorance, but how many members are on the Rules Committee? 5? Are all 5 seats filled at this time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, for some reason I was thinking we had a vacant seat on there. I'm sorry. Thank you, Madam Chairperson.
All right, so we have a motion on the table. It is,
I'm fine with that.
Because it's already in the rules.
If it's in the rules, and I will say this, if I can speak, because I hit the button. The reason this came up, even with discussion, is because of the clerk's office going to the new AI implemented, like minutes and agendas, and like when we track stuff, how they search it, it plays important that they all look the same. That's why, you know, these to the budget and operation are such a committee, but we look at other committees, smaller committees that we do have, we still have to have minutes for those, we still have to have agendas, and they don't match what we do at the, you know, at the commission level. And I'm saying, do we need to have prayer and the pledge in every one of those committees? You know, that's a discussion we can have. But outside of that, if we're gonna search minutes and start tracking minutes in a system that kind of talks to itself, then they do need to look the same. So I think that's why that discussion came up, was because of the clerk's office. And I'm fine to take this back to rules, to have that discussion again and have invite Jeff Cole to be there. But that was one of the main things, because he has mentioned that in conversation, that things need to look similar, but I'd love to have him there. So I'm fine with withdrawing this one and referring it back to Rules Committee.
Okay. Okay. So it's a referral back.
Back to
Okay.
rules, yep.
Referral back to rules. I will say also, tonight, it was a little cumbersome, and I'm asking for clarification, and that's part of the reason why we have got to have concise, clear motions for the clerk to input, and especially going to this AI system, we need to have some really good language. So all of us chairs, we need to maybe look at that and make some better motions. All right. No discussion on a referral? No? Okay. All those in favor of referring this back to rules, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. All right. Any announcements? We have no new business here, so any announcements?
Madam Chairman?
Yes.
Would it be out of order for me just to refer back to my report? There's one item, it has to do with an email we sent out on the Pixie matter.
Okay.
I would just encourage everybody to read through it. We're not committing the county to anything, we're just trying to get it wrapped up.
Okay.
We would come back and ask for permission
Okay.
before we did anything.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say your report looks awesome. I don't know what that quick sheet is that says, you know, what your next steps were, who you spoke with, all of that sort of thing. It looks awesome. Thank you for that. It really is helpful, gives us really good information. Thank you. All right, Commissioner Foster.
Just a reminder that on the 29th, we had the joint session with the Planning Commission here and the agenda went out for that too. And
Okay.
also, Colin McCarty, who was a long-term bailiff here, had a stroke last week. So just remembering your prayers. He's my neighbor, good friend of mine, but he's doing okay. Hopefully he get to come home. I thought he was going to get to come home this weekend, but he's at UT. So just remember that family. But long-term bailiff here that a lot of people know.
Okay. That meeting is at what, 5:30?
5:30? What's on the
5:30.
5:30.
5:30, thank you. Commissioner Vandegrift.
I just want to remind everybody, we will be having an opioid meeting next Tuesday, barring snow. And it will be at 4:30. At that meeting, we will be reviewing the applications that we received. I believe we have 21 of those. We won't be making any rankings at the time. We're just going to be discussing them. Any questions? We have invited everyone who has put in an application to be present so we can ask those questions.
Is it true that we had over $1 million?
Yes, we had over $1 million worth of requests, and we have about 420
something like that
thousand of funds that have to be committed by March 31st.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Isbell.
Oh, I just want to say thank you for the discussion that was allowed about the rules thing from Commissioner Foster and Commissioner Beauchamp, because that's probably some of the questions I would have asked if I was been able to attend that, but I do appreciate that information.
All right. Commissioner Wendell.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I tried to hit my request to speak button under the rules portion, but I'd respectfully ask that the Rules Committee also look at Rule number 2, item 6, under appearance of citizens. I understand it says on or not on the agenda, but if you read on in there, it says, Commission will not address the issue brought before Commission nor take any action. So I'm of the mindset if somebody comes up there and talks about something that we can't talk about it. That's the way the rule reads, but I may be interpreting it wrong. So I respectfully request the Rules Committee to take up Rule 2, item 6, and get some clarification on it.
Commissioner Wendell, I have a little bit of information. We can, the only discussion in this meeting is to add it under new business. And when it is added under new business, it would be for the purpose of referring it to another committee. By the time items get here, they should have been fully discussed and everyone had an opportunity to present data or whatever. And so that is the reason for that rule. I think it's on down in the rules, but I think that was referred by Commissioner McCamey from operations to go back, that rule is going back to rules anyway. But yes, they can discuss that, but currently, that's what our rules are. That's why we don't allow. If someone wants to add it to the agenda, it would go under new business for the purpose of determining which committee it would go to for discussion. All right, thank you. Commissioner Val.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I'd like to ask the commission to keep in their prayers the Thomas family. The police chief in Rocky Top has a son, I think he was in his mid to late 20s, that just passed away this morning after a battle with cancer. So I don't even know if he's made it, Chief Thomas has made it back home yet, but I'd like to ask the commission to remember that family in your prayers. He used to be a corrections deputy for us, so he's a former employee, big heart, real big heart. So keep that family in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Val. Commissioner Anderson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to remind everybody that the League of Women Voters is starting the Lunch with Legislators back up starting this Friday at noon at the Oak Ridge Civic Center. So Governor McNally, Senator Yeager, Representative Scarborough and Fritz will all be there. And I know we're sending a lot of letters their way, so it'd be a good time if you can show up. It's going to be this Friday at noon, and it's going to be the fourth Friday of every month through April, or as long as the session, as long as they're in session.
Where was that at again?
Oak Ridge Civic Center.
Thank you.
Any certain room that you're gonna be down?
Social room at the Civic Center.
Thank you, Commissioner Anderson. Commissioner Allen.
I just want to ask Commissioner Vandergriff where the opioid meeting was going to be.
It'll be in this room,
In here,
312.
okay.
Yep. Thank you.
At 4:30.
At 4:30.
4:30. Any other announcements? Motion to adjourn. Adjourn. Who honors minutes?